Our academic journey in Naples, Italy, began on a path that wound through gardens, history, and imagination. We walked where nature meets culture, discovering how paths shape gardens and the stories we tell about them.
We travel to explore gardens not just as landscapes,
but as stories, as experiences, and as art.
At Capodimonte Park, nature and art blend harmoniously. Baroque-style paths, hedges, and flower beds emerge from a former royal hunting ground, balancing a structured design with wild woods. The garden connects planned spaces with open ones, through pathways, turning designs into experience. Inside the old Bourbon Palace, Titan, Caravaggio, Rubens, Lucaforte, and Warhol whisper parallel tales. Their paintings framed in fancy rooms mirror the outside gardens. Timeless elegance meets raw energy. The paths of Herculaneum's gardens provide clues to its history. These Roman walkways, which once served as irrigation systems, demonstrated how beauty and utility blended into everyday life. Transformed into quiet retreats, the Peri-style gardens with trees, fountains, and shaped paths allowed nature and design to coexist. Roman homes were once softened by nature. Now they evoke memory and sorrow. Even with the quiet of Herculaneum, the smallest of gardens resonate through the years.
Herculaneum's garden spaces feel like a bridge between the past and present.
As we crossed the sea towards Capri and Ischia, something shifted. We found ourselves in the middle of the Bay of Naples, surrounded by the most beautiful scenery in the world. At the top of the island of Capri, we visited Villa San Michele, with the terraces and open arches. Axel Munt's creation mixed Mediterranean plants, ancient statues, and paths that seemed to lead to eternity. Every step echoed his vision, a place where art, architecture, and nature live in harmony. While classical music played in the background from the chapel, we strolled under rose-covered perigols, past statues sometimes draped with vines and roses and once created for shade. Back in Naples, the Royal Botanical Garden is a living encyclopedia. Planned paths guide us through themed areas mixing science and beauty and history. Originally linked to universities and monasteries, botanical gardens grew with science to provide locations for study, display, and contemplation of how people and plants interact. The gardens of Mortella in Ischia are a sensory paradise. Rich with uncommon flora, music, and memory, Susanna Walton's garden brought us beyond cascades, a Thai pavilion, and an ocean sight. Like classic Chinese gardens, it imitates natural and poetic ways, through winding paths, layered textures, and changing vistas that transform a walk into silent contemplation. Here, a profoundly emotional picture is created by blooms, echoes, and shades.
It's not just about the history, it's about how we feel in these spaces.
French and English gardening techniques clash dramatically in Casa del Royal Palace. The French garden presents nature as power and control using symmetry and fountains. The English garden offers a freer, more poetic environment made from ruins, ponds, and winding paths. The garden's paths wind in bizarre ways. Gentle paths capture emotion and twists, while orderly ones convey a sense of calm. The way we walked shaped intense emotions. The landscape of Casadea reflects identity, power, and even opposition. Born after the 1980 earthquake, the Terremoto series features bold works by Warhol, Buse, and Herring inside the palace to draw attention to the conflict between natural frigidity and order.
These spaces reflect the cultural ideals from the Renaissance to contemporary conservation efforts.
Studying gardens is not just about plants.
It's about design, power, and human interaction with nature.
These pathways direct how we move, like storytelling through space.
We walk through history, but gardens continue to grow. They shape us as much as we shape them.
At the Certosa di San Martino, we strolled in quiet. The garden held silence, its path a space for meditation. In the 17th century stone hallways, history felt close and holy. The garden became a metaphor for prayer, contemplation, and return, like a labyrinth it invites an interior journey, where getting closer lost becomes part of the search for meaning.
This place makes me think about how gardens were viewed as sanctuaries, both for aristocrats and common people.
In Western and Islamic Eastern Asian gardens, paths held sacred meaning. Crafted with gold, crystal clear water, and the pearl-like gravel, they were more than pathways. They evoked visions for paradise. Early Mughal gardens used the Chaharbagh layout, 4 sections divided by paths and water channels. These paths symbolize order, paradise, and spiritual journey, reflecting harmony between nature, power, and the divine. Every path we walked left a mark on our souls, in our mind. Artists become cartographers in emotion. We didn't want to walk to arrive, but to understand. Gardens and pathways connect us to the world. Gardens weave together nature and care, while paths invite exploration. A space of transition as they foster respect for the earth and support sustainability. Through winding trails, across curves, symmetries, ruins, and terraces, we discovered something essential. Every garden is a question, a choice, a story.